here. Get on up here. Get on up here, kitty. Come on. Get up here. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what is going on? You see that I'm doing something and you just want to be all in? Stevie, come here. Come here. Come here, girl. Oh, you're still purring. You're still purring so loud. Oh. Like that? A furry mic, huh? Yeah. Oh, honey. Stevie. You silly girl. Yeah. Okay, that's enough. You're going to ruin it. Silly girl. You want to come over here? Come over here. Oh, sorry. Hmm. Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about one of my most favorite writers. She's actually a poet and her name is Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer. And I read one of her poems in class last week and so many people were brought to tears by it and asked me to send it to them, and I did. And it's been kind of haunting me for a couple days, and I started to realize so Rosemerry also lost her son to suicide. And she was already a writer and a poet, but she really dove in and used the writing as alchemy to help her heal. And it reminds me of the writings of another one of my favorite authors, who is Francis Weller. He's written some amazing books. My favorite book on grief. Francis Weller writes, "Grief is not something to endure, it's something to engage. Actually engage the material through writing, through dream work, through imagination, through ritual, through dance, and through art. This helps you take the grief and work it in an alchemical way." And that is exactly what Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer does through her poetry. She really helps alchemize the grief through her incredibly powerful words. So I'm going to read this poem to you, and then we'll just sit and ponder for a moment in a meditation. So find a comfortable seat, maybe light a candle. And when you find your comfortable seat, close down your eyes. And sometimes it's really nice to bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. The miracle of breath, the miracle of the heartbeat. Especially when you've lost someone, it's like you feel like this is like the most vulnerable and the most profound, beautiful area of feeling. So wherever you feel like placing your hands, please get comfortable and take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Rosemerry says, "How do we love in tough times?" This is the title of her poem that she wrote last week, April 3rd, 2025. The title is "What I Know of Love When Times Are Dark." And if you can't find a candle, then light the wick of your wonder. And if you can't find your wonder, then now might be a good time to pray. And if you don't know how to pray, then perhaps you are doing it right. What do I know of prayer? Only that every prayer that has saved me is a prayer that has found me instead of the other way around. A prayer that comes through me as if I am nothing more than flesh in service to a prayer. And if there is a candle, then light it. And if there is a candle, ask it to be your teacher. And if there is a candle, notice how far its light can reach. See if you, too, can touch the world as generously as a candle, just that far, holding back not even the tiniest measure of love. Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer. So as you allow those words to sink in, and maybe with one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, take a deep, delicious, nurturing, loving breath in and let it go. And again, nice, deep, delicious breath in. And just let it go. And then maybe you keep your hands there or rest them in your lap. And let's just sit in silence and allow your soul to guide you through the next moment of silence. And I will guide you out in just a bit. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it go. Let's reach up and raise up our arms on this next inhale. Exhale the hands right to the heart space. And I'm bowing in reverie to you, my dear one. I know that we all are going through a lot right now. We all have our cross to bear, our shadows. We're all going through a lot of tough times, and some of us way more than others. And I'm reminded, as I was praying this morning, to be really grateful for my blessings. And it's tough when you're not feeling really positive to muster up a couple of positive gratitude, or I should say gratitudes things to be grateful for, but I actually was able to find 3 this morning once I got going, and so I invite you to do the same. Let's think about at least one thing you can be grateful for right now in this moment. I know I'm grateful for you, my loyal listeners, and I want to say thank you for being here. And I hope that this poem really resonated with you so much as it resonates with me deep in my heart. And I want to thank Rosemerry Wahtola Trommer. I'm really grateful to her and her healing words. What do I know of love when times are dark? Very powerful. I'll leave you with those words. Namaste.